into the lockdown, foreign tourists are now stranded. Last month, thousands of American and European nationals returned to their homes. That was courtesy of repatriation charter flights by their respective embassies. But some 400 tourists from the United Arab Emirates are not as fortunate. Kimberly Roos and Ross Horwitz flew into the country to prepare for their wedding. It was scheduled to take place in April. The couple cancelled their ceremony in anticipation of the lockdown in the country and the UAE.
The very day that we actually decided to cancel it was the 19th of March. And that's when the UAE borders closed. So we were in tears because our wedding was being cancelled. And then we were making phone calls to see how we can get back into the UAE, but it was too late.
Kim suffers from Lyme disease, a chronic illness that places her at a high risk if she is ever exposed to the virus. Due to the sensitivity of the disease, the couple has had to remain in isolation and cannot live with family.
I'm not covered medically here. So I have like a very, very basic medical plan. They didn't pay for my emergency visits. I've been to the ER twice since I've been here. And if I were to contract COVID-19, I'm extremely high risk with Lyme disease, especially since my main symptoms are heart symptoms and lung symptoms on a regular day. Those are my main symptoms. I can't breathe properly and my heart goes out of control. My mom's friend said that she has a place that she'll rent out to us. So we're paying daily for accommodation now. And Ross has now been placed on unpaid leave. He's the only one that works. I have a chronic illness, so I'm not able to work at all. So he's been placed on unpaid leave. We have no income.
Gemma Ray Hegos has been living with her family in Port Elizabeth since November. Hegos returned to the country to give birth to her son, leaving her husband behind in Abu Dhabi.
My husband couldn't come with me due to work reasons. All my family is in South Africa, Nosipho, and I wanted to be with especially with my mother, because you know when it's your first child, your mother is there to teach you a whole lot of things. So that was the main reason why I had to give birth, why I came to give birth in South Africa.
Residents have access to the Twa Duty services, which enables the UAE's Ministry of Foreign Affairs to stay in touch with UAE residents. Of the over 400 tourists stuck in the country, nearly 20 have received return approval from the UAE's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Others are being processed. Although ideally this would mean authorization to leave the country, there is still no clarity on where the South African government stands on an unfamiliar and rare situation like the one at hand. Nosipho Mncube, SABC News, Johannesburg.